to my channel. I always feel like I have to say good morning, like good morning everyone, but obviously I'm aware when people watch this video, it might not be morning. Hello. I upload on Sundays, so happy Sunday if you're watching on a Sunday. Good morning if you're watching in the morning, or if you're watching in the evening, hi, good evening. I'm vlogging today because I feel really autumnal. I don't know, there's something in the air, there's been like such a shift in like the temperature, and then the leaves are starting to drop in the garden. I was out this morning raking up all the leaves. It's just feeling so lovely to experience the seasons, especially because this time last year, like this is crazy. So it just passed our 1 year anniversary when I'm filming this video. And that blows my mind that 1 year anniversary of owning a house, sorry. Not like mine and Zara's anniversary. Yeah, so we moved into this house on October 25th of last year. Obviously we didn't announce it online until we were in and we were settled, so we announced it a little bit later, which was the hardest thing to keep secret because it felt like we were living like two separate lives. But yeah, we've been in the house a year, but it's really nice to experience an autumnal season. It is a very lovely day, so I'm going to be making Zara's birthday cake in this vlog, which is quite exciting. Zara is turning 32.
Stop doing this, Lou. It's not believable. I have a youthful face.
A youthful face? No, it's Zara's 27th birthday, so she's requested a cake. So, oh, hi Max. How are you? Hello. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Oh, Maggie is so needy recently, aren't you? You're so needy. Yeah, I'm going to be making Zara's birthday cake, so I'm going to head to Waitrose, grab some ingredients, and yeah, we're going to make a birthday cake in this vlog. Also, I'm not even like sorry to say, I just made myself a pumpkin spice latte. This is as autumnal as we've gotten this year. I bought one turban squash to make a squash risotto, and I'm making pumpkin spice lattes in orange glass cups. I'm just not really feeling Halloween this year. I'm feeling very autumnal. I'm just not feeling skeletons and witches. I don't know, I just feel like I'm just really in the mood for Christmas. I can't believe I just said that. Did I just say the word Christmas? Anyway, let's turn you around because we had a lovely delivery this morning and I'm very hungry and looking forward to it already.
Turn around, you'll see the main event.
The biggest, juiciest pumpkin there ever is. Wow. This is what I mean about autumnal decor. A squash, which I will be roasting. And does that even class as a pumpkin? I mean, I guess it kind of does, but yeah. Not really feeling it this year, guys. So this video is actually very kindly sponsored by HelloFresh. I spoke about HelloFresh for years. I'm sure it's not the first time you've heard of them. And I'm a HelloFresh fan. I'm just gonna say it now. They are superb. We used them when we were in university. We use them all in our old flat and we use them in our new home now because they really do save so much time thinking about meals, meal prepping, meal planning. This week's a pretty busy week. As I said, it's Zara's birthday. The clocks have gone back, work's picking up for me and Zara, so having HelloFresh delivered to the door, which is what we had this morning, being able to pre-select our meals, and then they just arrive and it takes all of the planning out of meal prep. Now I love cooking and I really love the HelloFresh. It's interactive, it's beautiful fresh food cooked from start to finish, but it's really simple. You can feed one person, you can feed a whole family. So this week we've gone for sweet and sticky Korean style chicken stir fry. We've gone for brilliant beef and caramelized onion puff pie. And then we've also gone for an easy smoky chipotle chicken tacos. All sound absolutely delicious, really speedy, and just really comforting. I feel like those autumnal cozy dishes are what I'm craving right now. And HelloFresh have been very kind in giving me a discount code that you guys can use. If you've never used HelloFresh before, I'm going to leave it on screen and links down below. The code is Catleugh 6020 and it gets you 60% off your first HelloFresh box, and then a following 25% off your next 2 months worth of boxes and free desserts for life. Now we're talking delicious goo dessert. I've ordered some beautiful cheesecakes. If you've never tried the goo cheesecakes before, they are absolutely delicious. These are the cookies and cream flavour. We've got dessert this evening. So yes, massive thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this part of the video. I'm going to leave HelloFresh links down below. I'm going to show you some of the meals that we cook tonight. And for lunch as well, we're going to have a lunch and a dinner today because it's a busy day. Speaking of autumn, let me actually pop this light on. So we hung a mirror up in the hallway, which feels like big progress in the hall. We aren't actually going to be doing out here until pretty much the house is done. It's a very high traffic area, as you can see. It kind of got, well, pretty badly scuffed up and just dirty in the kitchen renovation, and obviously during all of the works and renovations when we're blocking up the door. So yeah, it's the first thing you see when you come into the house. It's super important, and I'm really looking forward to actually decorating out here. But yeah, we've got the boots back out now, so we've got our wellies and walking boots, umbrellas. So I just thought, why don't we pop the mirror up just to try and make it look a little bit more inviting when you come in. I am really looking forward to decorating this space next year. But like I say, we won't be doing it out here until the whole house is done, because when we do remove the bathroom from upstairs, it's going to have to get dragged through the hallway, and obviously as the tradespeople are going to be coming in, it's all going to get scuffed up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously we're changing the front door, but it feels a little bit more homely out here, even if it is just a mirror. Yeah, and that light fitting needs dusting. God, everything is just still very dusty, but we're slowly starting to get there. We also put up a mirror as well. You might recognise this mirror. We used to have it above the fireplace in our old flat. It's probably a little bit small for this space, but I feel like once the dado rail is in here, or we do some kind of panelling, it will feel more like to scale. It's probably a little bit high as well, but obviously, like I say, with the dado rail, it'll start to tie in. But I'm really feeling the space. We just had the lamp on. I feel like with the lamp on and the candles lit, it's just all feeling very cosy and lovely. Are you feeling very cosy and lovely, Mags? Oh yes, Dad. Always very cosy, always very lovely. I feel like I haven't done this in a while. I thought I would talk you through some books that I've been loving and Zara's been loving. So we set reading challenges this year to read 30 books in 2024, and Zara is, what are you at now? 27?
28.
28. I think I'm on 24. So it's not looking like I'm going to be able to finish my challenge, but it's obviously been a busy year. You know, we've had a fair bit going on. But I thought I'd talk about 2 books that I've loved this year and 2 books that Zara's loved this year. So I'll talk through Zara's first. She's currently doing some work, so I'm going to talk on her behalf. But it's the same author, Freida McFadden. Now, I think everyone and their mothers has read a book by Freida McFadden, and a lot of people have read The Housemaid. Now, I think I saw about 4 people reading this when we went on holiday recently in Palma. It's such a good page turner. So if you're into some kind of like, I'm going to say like a thriller-esque book that you want to rip through the pages, Freida McFadden book's going to be a pretty good starting point. Now, The Housemaid is a trilogy. They don't follow on, but you probably should start with The Housemaid, then The Housemaid's Secret, then The Housemaid is Watching. This is her most recent book. I've read it too, loved it. And this one, I actually haven't read, but Zara recently got this in the works. They had a deal on, 3 for £6, and this is The Inmate, and Zara loved it. When I say I think I lost my housemate, I was like, where is Zara? Literally sat in the window reading. It's like, Zara, nothing. Like, you couldn't get through to her because she was just flicking through this book. So I'll leave both of Freida McFadden's books linked down below. I'll also link our Goodreads as well, so if you want to see the reviews of books that we have read this year, I'll link that down below. Mine are a little bit more rogue. So first, Colleen Hoover, November 9. This was recommended by Zara's friend Marta, and I know Colleen Hoover isn't for everyone. I hate that people judge what you read, and it's Colleen Hoover unfortunately falls into that category. It Ends With Us came out this year, and the film wasn't so fab, but I enjoyed the series. It's not like revolutionary literature, but it's nice and easy reading. This, however, I loved it. I flicked through the pages super quick, really amazing storyline. It follows someone who's been involved in a fire. They were like a teen star, and then they were involved in a house fire, and kind of like her life gets thrown off kilter, but then she meets someone and their paths have crossed before, let's just say that, but they meet every year on November 9. It would be a very good film, or even a series, so not a usual thriller that I would read, but I liked it. I really liked it. So that was that one. And now this one was a bit of a rogue one. So this was The Traitor, and I actually got this on holiday. You know when you're in a hotel and you do the book swap, so you pop a book on the shelf and you take one. I'd obviously finished this book on holiday, but I couldn't leave it because it was Zara's friend's. So I had to bring it back with me. So I did feel bad, but there was lots of books to take. So I got this one. This is The Traitor by Ava Glass, and if you like a bit of a crime novel that's based in London and subsequently the south of France, two places that I obviously live in London, love the south of France. I really like, I felt like my imagination was just grabbed by this book. It's a detective, like an MI6 agent, who goes undercover to try and find essentially the traitor who is involved in some Russian wrongdoings, let's just say that. And she goes undercover, changes her identity, and it's just a really good investigative novel. Really enjoyed it. I wasn't, because it was just on the shelf in the hotel, but I really enjoyed it. And I'm gonna look at other books by Ava Glass. Thoroughly recommend. So there we are. There's 4 books for you if you are wanting to maybe add to your reading list this autumn, or you just want something to kind of like see you into the Christmas season. I feel like I've really fell in love with reading this year. I read a lot last year, and this year I feel like setting that challenge, even though I'm probably not going to finish it, I had a good crack at it. So here we are. I'm also reading Yellowface at the moment, but that's upstairs on my bedside table. I would go grab it, but I'm about 3/4 of the way through. It's good. It's not amazing. I've read mixed reviews on Yellowface. It's about a woman who essentially steals the rights to a book and publishes it as her own. Not amazing. It's good, it's okay. It's not my favourite book I've read this year, so that's why I didn't feature it, even though I've just said it. Anyway, I am gonna make some lunch because I've just been sat on my laptop editing away. I feel like when I'm not talking to you guys, I'm at my desk editing, and that's not fun to show because I'm literally just hunched over my laptop like this. So yeah, I'm gonna make some lunch, and then I'm gonna head to the grocery shop to get ingredients for Zara's birthday cake. Okay, so for lunch we're gonna do a sweet and sticky Korean style chicken stir fry. This is ready in 20 minutes, which is just what we need. So there's literally a handful of ingredients, all pre-weighed, ready to go. For a taste test. Zara's already digging in. It says it's delicious, that's good. I love, like, honey chili chicken is one of my favourite things.
If I ordered this in a restaurant, I'd be so happy.
Oh my god, that's so good. Okay, I'm back from the supermarket. I got some bits and bobs for Zara's cake. Now, one thing, I know you don't like cherries.
I don't like cherries.
But the traditional style cake, I'm going to leave some inspiration on screen. The traditional style cake that you want has cherries with stalks on it. So I thought I'd just pop glacé cherries on and I'd eat them. I also got us some almond croissants for our birthday morning breakfast with some Yorkshire biscuit brew. I've talked about this years ago. It's delicious. The reason we don't buy it is because we are tea dragons in this house, and 40 tea bags lasts about 3 days. It is so good. If you've ever dipped a biscuit in tea, that's what it tastes like. It's amazing.
You've dropped a biscuit.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's probably what they must do. They must like soak the tea leaves with biscuit crumbs, which sounds gross. So good. Anyway, other than that, just literally got like flour, milk, all of this stuff to make a cake. Now, it's not even my birthday, but I did pick up some grind coffee beans. This is a coffee shop in London, and they're now sold in Tesco, which is very cool. Just got those for me. It's not my birthday, but treat yourself. So these are the silicone heart molds. So I ordered 3 of these off of Amazon, and when I say this cake has been haunting my nightmares, something tells me that it's going to go really well up until the assembly, and then hell will break loose. I'm a bit of a stressed baker, but I'm sure we'll make it work. It's fine. I haven't baked in a while, so I'm a little bit out of practice. And I got some icing because I'm going to write a really lovely encouraging word on top.
Encouraging word?
Like word prose. Happy birthday, I guess. cakes are in the oven. That was actually really straightforward. I have just done like my first bake in the kitchen and it was lovely. It was just, yeah, very nice and not stressful, and I loved it. Also, look, I've got someone giving me the eyes because the clocks have now gone backwards. She thinks it's past her dinner time, but it's actually half an hour early, so we're gonna phase you in. We're gonna give you it half an hour early, but it's actually half an hour late, and then we'll get back on track. These cake molds, not fab. Not gonna lie, guys, I greased them. Maybe I should have lined them, but you said online they were non-stick and they're silicone, so they should be able to remove easily. One of them was fine, one of them was okay, one of them was diabolically bad. We're just gonna roll with the fact that that's not fab right now, and we'll make it work. This is what happens when you don't bake in a while. Your basic instinct is just skewed.
Maybe I should bake too.
Probably would have worked out better. Oh dear. Because Zara's on dinner duty, we are making pie for dinner. So we've just browned off all the veg and mince, and we've got some beef stock going in. And I've just added some potatoes to the hob. So we can have mash, and then we're going to cook it in this pie dish. Okay, the pie is out the oven. Zara put some nice little stars on top of it, which I think looks quite festive. I mean, we are literally so in the mood for Christmas. This looks lovely. So we've got some peas and some mash on the table. So we're going to dig on in. Oh, listen to that crunch. That sounds good. Oh, that looks good.
Maggie, Mom can cook.
Gorgeous. I'm going to dig on in. I actually love, like, mashed potato is one of my favourite forms of potato. Closely followed by a roast potato.
This is so good.
That's really delicious.
Yeah.
HelloFresh just slaps every time. Like, it is so good. Yeah, pie. Oh my goodness, that pie is absolutely delicious. Pie season. This is what I can get behind in autumn. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed tonight and say a prayer about these cakes because I frantically am Googling cake shops near us, and there are a few to get a backup birthday cake if this doesn't work, but that's fine. Talking about cake, we're gonna have some of these Goo cookies and cream puddings and watch Married at First Sight, which is my absolute guilty pleasure. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. It's really like I can say it's a bit of like trashy TV, but I love it. I just love it. So I will catch you guys tomorrow when we're going to be hopefully putting this cake together. Although I'm not hopeful. Good morning. It's the next day and we are now in frosting territory. This is the part of the job I was actually concerned about doing. This is where I was fearing that it was going to go horribly wrong, but I seemingly fell at the first hurdle of making the cake, which is alarming. Anyway, we're going to do a simple buttercream. We're not doing anything fancy. Literally butter, ice and sugar, and some food colouring because Zara requested a pink cake. And a pink cake she will get. I also have a very big surprise going in the cake, but I can't say it out now because Zara's upstairs. When she goes out, I'll tell you. Okay, I don't know how, but I'm very happy with how this has turned out. A lot of crumb coating, a lot of patchwork, but we have something that resembles heart. Slightly wonky, but that's pretty much like everything. Nothing is perfect. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I don't know how this has happened, but I think I've decorated a fair few cakes in my time, and I always say trust the process. It's not perfect, but this is the crumb coat. I'm going to do a tiny little bit more polishing around here. But yeah, this has got to go in the fridge. I'm actually going to put it in the freezer just to lock in all of the crumbs while I get making the frosting. Okay, we have one very nearly finished cake. I'm pretty pleased with that. I feel like it's slowly starting to resemble a vintage Victorian style old celebration cake. What do you think, Mags? You happy with that? Right, I need to write on the top and then pop the cherries on. Okay, so, well, the writing definitely has let me down. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't find any decorating icing in red, so I had to mix my own and put it in a piping bag. I think I probably would have been better just using the white, but obviously white on cream in hindsight probably wouldn't have looked great. So yeah, it's a Scorpio baby because Zara is born in October, so it doesn't look amazing, but you know what? We're working with it. Okay, so I've just done all the dishes and Zara's just gone out to run some errands. So I feel like I can tell you what I was whispering about earlier. So I'm gonna give you a bit of a backstory. Basically, Zara's always dreamt of going to New York and it's been on like her bucket list for years. I've known Zara for 8 years and she always mentions how much she'd love to go to New York. And I've obviously been to New York. I have the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty tattooed on my arm. I love the city, I love its vibrancy, it feels electric when you're there. I've always wanted to go back. I haven't been to America in 8 years and I miss it dearly. So I thought, why don't we go? Why don't we go back to America? So I feel like this would be like a good like intro to America for Zara. She's been before, but obviously when she was very young, did the classic Disneyland Florida. So I looked online and I scoured the internet and I found us some flights and a place just off of Times Square. I got a fairly good deal on it because we're going in January. Now I've been to New York in January before and it is cold, but Zara loves the cold, so I thought we could get wrapped up, and it's meant to be a really nice time to visit New York. When I visited before, I was 15, I think, 15 or 16, and it was lovely. They started the Christmas decorations up, and it just felt really calm. So yeah, what I've done, obviously there's the Frank Sinatra song, New York, New York, and in a line of the Frank Sinatra song is right through the very heart of it. I've made Zara a heart-shaped cake. So I folded up that line and wrote that on a piece of paper, and I've cut up the letters to spell New York, piled them in a tiny little pile, wrapped them up in cling film, and I've put it in the bottom layer of the cake. So in the morning, I'm gonna cut Zara a slice of birthday cake, and I know exactly where I put it in the cake. And it will be obvious because it's in like blue cling film. It's culinary cling film, so it can touch food, don't worry. So hopefully, in the morning, Zara will find out fairly seamlessly if she can't put together the Frank Sinatra song. Maybe I'll play it when I cut the cake. Or she can do the little anagram and spell New York. But yeah, this time in January, we're going to be in New York, which is so exciting. I can't wait. So yeah, it's very much a joint birthday present. It's a birthday present for Zara and also a treat to myself, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So yeah, I think it's going to be magic. And we've got a super chill day planned tomorrow. We're literally going to go for a nice little walk around Hampstead Heath in the morning, get a little coffee, and then we've got a nice little dinner tomorrow evening in Flatiron in Covent Garden, and we're going to go for a little cocktail at the Royal Opera House in Covent Garden as well. And yeah, that's going to be it. So I'm really looking forward to it. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll be sure to get some clips if I can of Zara cutting the cake. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. Also, thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Of course, I will leave my discount code and the link in the description box as well. But lots of love to you all. Take care, and I'll catch you all very soon in a future video. Bye for now.
Right. It's not. What's that in it?
I don't know. Pull it
No,
out.
I'm sorry, Luke. I actually need a minute. Stuff like that really makes my stomach go.
Pull it out. Sorry, it's cling film. Put it out.
Oh, did you ever watch Coronation Street when someone tried to propose with a ring and she drank it and it made her choke?
That's why I cut the slice, because I wasn't convinced you'd get through it.
Oh, why am I shaking?
I don't know.
My heart. That was vile. Right through the very heart of it. And now I have to what?
Spell it out. It's an anagram.
An anagram?
You're good at Scrabble, you should be good.
No, Lou. No, I'm literally shaking. No. Oh my god, are you joking?
No.
Oh my god, what?
Do you know the song?
Yes.
Right to the very
Oh my
heart of
God.
it. Where are we going? Where are we going?
New York. Oh my god, Lou.
Open it.
I'm shaking so
You're
much.
shaking.
Oh my god. 15th of January. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Happy birthday.
No, you haven't, Luke. We literally went on a bloody boat for your birthday.
Doesn't matter.
Times Square.